I had to. We're at the meeting.
Alrighty. Welcome everyone to our final 11 curtain call ceremony. Lots of things to unpack this week. Heading into the this round, we did have a fun ringmaster competition where you all competed to be Instinct's next top model, and Anna came away with the win. However, her ringmaster reign was very, very short lived as she was overthrown and the snake charmer took over and is in power. The Charmer ended up nominating Sarah and Kollyn as sellouts for the week during the live Tangram puzzle. Sarah beasted the competition and took herself off the block. And now we have Kollyn and Khalid as our final two sellouts for the week. Before we get to the vote, obviously I have lots of questions for you all. So let's start with the lovely Anna, who was overthrown this week. Obviously, you did put, obviously, lots of you put lots of work into, this round's modeling competition. But to see you come out with a win and then get overthrown has to sting a little. Walk us through how you felt about that.
I mean, if it was gonna happen to anybody, it was gonna happen to me. Let's be real. No, I just, it is what it is. I mean, obviously, nobody wants to be in a position of putting people up to get eliminated. So, like, part of me was kind of okay with getting that taken away, but then to have those two people know and have them, I feel like not like me anymore. It kind of sucks, but it's okay. It is what it is. It's a game. I had a really fun time doing the competition or the challenge, so it is what it is.
Alrighty, let's move on over to Rory because Rory, you had a very strong reaction after the Snake Charmer came into play as you thanked them for overthrowing Miss Anna. Was that because you were going on the block this round, or what? I guess what was going through your mind?
Because it was funny. That was funny to me. I was so ready to go up and I didn't show up because I was like, fuck these people. I'm so over this. And then I got a bunch of messages being like, was that you? And I said, was what me? And then I come in and I see my face isn't on the sellout nominee thing. And I'm like, I need to get on that phone call. So again, I don't know who played it. And I wish it was me. I've said this to several people, but I would have gloated that power. So I want to just like let that let those rumors go to rest that Colin wouldn't have been up if I used that power. So yeah, I was very happy. So thank you whoever used it.
Alrighty, let's head on over to Noah. Obviously, I feel like the Snake Charmer brings a lot of mystery to the game since nobody knows who it is. It's, easy to do some dirty work behind the scenes, so to speak. Have you or others tried to figure out who the Snake Charmer specifically is?
Um, I think a lot of people have been trying to figure out who it is. I think a lot of eyes are on the people who were going to be nominated because I think people are saying like, why would you use it if you didn't feel like you were going to be nominated? But I have no idea. Like, people could be looking out for their friends. People are obviously looking out for themselves. So all I know is it wasn't me.
Alrighty, let's move on over to Sarah with the lovely mask. We stand. You pulled out a very clutch ROI win this week, just beating out a couple people in the Tangram puzzle, as lots of people made it to the last puzzle. Um, do you feel as though if you didn't win the ROI, it was going to be you getting the basically the curtains today?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take my mask off because I'm outside. But I think if I definitely did not win it, I think I would be going home because I don't think I've been that great at keeping connections. If I haven't already connected with people, I haven't really. I'm a pretty genuine person, I would say, and so it's hard for me to have those kind of fake conversations constantly. So if we haven't had that connection yet, we're just not talking. And I think the people who are in that boat know that. So
All right, thank you, Sarah. Let's move on over to Khalid. Khalid, this is your first time on the block. And obviously you were named as the replacement nominee. Do you think we could see the Snake Charmer pull off a backdoor plan this week, or how are you feeling about that?
Honestly, it came as a shock to me, but what was worse was that like I just wasn't prepared, and like I don't know, I'm just at a loss for words right now, and I just wasn't expecting it, and I wish it didn't have to be this way. And yeah, that's what I have to say.
Alrighty, thank you. Next, I do want to go to the other nominee, Kollyn. You were very close to pulling out the ROI win, but came up just short. What do you make of being like the initial nominee for the Snake Charmer? Do you think it's someone who's threatened by you, someone who wants to take you out? What's the motive, do you think, behind it?
First off, I think by like me being the initial nominee, it could be me being their initial target. Besides that, them having to use like an anonymous power to nominate me, I feel like it's someone that wants me out of this game but doesn't want to be public with it for whatever reasons. I don't know. I feel like I've talked with everyone and had pretty decent conversations at this point with everyone left in the game. So it's kind of like, I don't want to say sickening, but like kind of hurts a little bit, I guess, because I feel like, I don't know, I've had good conversations with everyone so far. So I guess it's just pick it up and move on after this if I stay. If not, it's been awesome playing with everyone, and best of luck to Khalid tonight.
Thank you, Kollyn. I do want to go over to Megan. Megan, so seeing as Sarah, Khalid, Kollyn, we're all three nominated this week, do you think the Snake Charmer is essentially grouping them together as allies? Like, are there sides forming, or what do you make of that?
I personally don't know what the Snake Charmer was thinking because I don't know who it was, nor have they told me what they were thinking. Misty, stop! Why are you eating trash? I'm sorry. My fucking cat, y'all. So I don't know what their intention was. I guess to whoever the Snake Charmer was, that's just who they wanted to put up for whatever reason. I don't know about sides. I really feel like things are fluid for the most part. I think people think there's sides, but I think really deep down at its core, people are more open and willing to make new connections and not just get stuck in something that has been like talked about or rumored. So I think that it's more so the game is adaptable. Did that answer the question? Sorry,
yeah, no, that answered the question.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Alrighty. Next I will go over to Sean, always with a nice blanket there. Looking at the past several curtain call ceremonies that we've had, it's no secret that all of them have either been unanimous or close to unanimous. Do you think that trend is going to continue again tonight?
I mean, without saying too much, it probably is definitely going to be that way tonight. Just based off the conversations that were had today, everyone seems to be on the same page, and it's really unfortunate because I love both of them so much. But yeah, it's looking to be unanimous again today.
Alrighty, and I will also go over to Jeremy. Obviously, this round we finally announced that you all made it to jury, which is a huge accomplishment in itself. But do you think that has any effect in the votes moving forward now? Because whoever you do vote out does ultimately or will ultimately have a say in who wins at the end.
Normally, I would say yes, but I feel like it hasn't so far. Like, normally you at least try to like lick the asshole of the people who are going out so that you can get their vote in the end. But there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of that happening yet. So we'll see if it starts or not.
Alrighty, lots of good points being made. I do want to go over last but certainly not least, Amanda. So obviously we saw the Snake Charmer get used, which is the first public advantage that we've seen played. Do you feel that there may be more that come about during this season? Do you think that's the only power that we have in play this season? What are your thoughts with that?
I feel like it would be silly if that were the only power that y'all offered us. But that makes me nervous as to like what other powers y'all put out there, because like that was, I don't even know. That does a lot. So what do the other ones do? And that scares me, because I know you wouldn't just put out one. You're gonna put out multiple, and then there, I don't know. Y'all are sneaky.
Sneaky is an interesting word to describe us, but yes, I feel like that's true.
It's the
And we've
correct
been
and only
and
word
we've been
to
called a
use.
lot of words recently. We've been called a lot of-
And all of those words are what, correct?
not all of them.
It's said what I said.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all for your lovely answers. That is all the questions I have. Before we get to the vote, I will obviously give both nominees the chance to plead their case one final time as to why they should stay in the Instinct House. We will go ahead and go once again in alphabetical orders, and given that it's both K's, but still, technically, Khalid, you would be first to go. So Khalid, if you want to go ahead and say your piece.
Okay. House guests, performers, I think I can speak for all of us when I say that this has been a crazy season. And honestly, there have been moments, low moments, high moments, and I was thinking of like making a speech where I, try to be a bit mean and whatever, but I'm not gonna do that. I just wanna say that I'm not gonna say anything negative against Kollyn, because Kollyn's a great guy. But I just wanna say that I'm so happy that thank you, production, for giving me the chance to play in the season. I'm so grateful that I got to meet every single one of you. I think you're all amazing, and hopefully we can, stay in touch and, still talk in the jury house. And yeah.
Alrighty, thank you, Khalid. Next, we will hand it over to Kollyn. Kollyn, take it away.
Yeah, so instead of asshole lickings, I will take banana pudding if I'm going to the jury. So besides that, really quick, just want to say best of luck to Khalid tonight. Khalid, like I've told you multiple times, you're like one of the most genuine people I've gotten to meet. You have just like the most amazing energy, and same thing, I'm not gonna say anything about you just because I love you. To production, thanks for casting me. This has been an awesome season. I hope it keeps to continue. And to the rest of the performers who are voting tonight, I hope you vote to keep me. I still feel like I have a lot of unfinished business left in this game, and I'd like to prove myself.
Alrighty, thank you, Kollyn. Thank you both. That about wraps it up. Before we get to the votes, I will leave the floor open to see if anyone has anything else they would like to add. All right, silence, I'm assuming, means no. Okay, so how it's gonna work once again. Oh, Chris, did you have something? Oh. Okay. We will go ahead and get to the vote. So one by one, I will obviously have you all go to your lovely prod chats and you will submit your vote. So we will go in order, and I will start with Amanda. Amanda, please head to your prod chat and submit your vote. Alrighty, thank you, Amanda. Next will be Anna. Anna, if you could head to your project and submit your vote, please. Thank you, Anna. All right, next we will have Jeremy. Jeremy, if you could head to your project and confirm your vote. Thank you. All right, we'll move on down to Megan. Megan, if you can confirm your vote in your project, please. Thank you. Alrighty, next we will go to Noah. Noah, if you could confirm your vote in your project, please. Thank you. Alrighty, next would be Olivia, but we do have Olivia's vote since she is not here, so we'll move on to Rory. Alrighty, and then last we have Sarah, which Sarah did give us her vote before she left. So give me a second, I will tally the votes and then I'll be back.
Hello.
You
Hello.
forgot Sean!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sean.
I've been waiting here. I'm like,
Sean, I'm such a flop. I like skipped the whole
Clown.
Anyways, Sean, if you
no, hold on. I will be
Sarah
yelling at
did
you
your
later,
vote.
Sam, my project. That was some bullshit. How am I forgettable? Is it because I'm in the blanket?
No, it's because my spreadsheet cut off at Sarah, so I was like, "Oh, we're done."
I'm gone. Invisible click.
Okay.
Dead.
At
Okay.
least y'all can't confuse us anymore.
Thank you. All right, give me just a second.
I said the vote counting prod for you, honey. Did he see it? Okay. Oh.
Alrighty, I
Okay.
do have the votes. Once the performer has been voted out, we will give them just a few minutes to say, a couple of things, and then we will ask them to leave the call immediately. By a vote of 5-3, Khalid, you are safe, which unfortunately means Kollyn, you have been voted out. It is curtains for you, and your instincts have failed you. Kollyn, if you would like to unmute and say any parting words.
Yeah. So first off, I appreciate everyone lying to me throughout the day. I feel like there was a bunch of unnecessary lies, and I will be being a bitter juror. Besides that, I would like to pass my fortune teller curse on to Rory.
Alrighty. Thank you, Kollyn. It has been such a pleasure.
Thank you, Kollyn, for lying about a deal you never wanted to follow. Just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're the most see-through person in this game. And I wish there was a ghost power because that would go to you.
Have a good night.
Bye, Kollyn. Colleen.
I appreciate the name.
You're welcome. I came up with it.
Seriously, though, love to all of you. See you.
Well, if there was anything to say about this night, it's that it was not a unanimous vote. Congrats on Final 10, and we will get to the next Ringmaster ceremony tomorrow. It will be live, but we're not doing it tonight just because Prod's a little busy. But yes, you will need, I believe, 6 solo cups. So make sure to get some solo cups, and then we will go from there. Yes, Amanda.
Do we need ping pong balls?
No.
Thank God.
Alrighty, well, that's all I got for y'all. We can end the recording there.